Hi, everyone. Toridey, another fine day, another very, very beautiful day. And today, it's going to be another wonderful day, another wonderful conversation. And we'll talk about some person today. I don't always want it on Toridey. We'll be talking to someone I've always wanted on Toridey. It's going to be a beautiful session. Like you guys know, the one thing we try to do over here is bring people who are actually doing something for our community, people who are actually doing something that is impacting our community positively. Today, it could be another wonderful person, another artist. They're a songwriter, they're a producer, they do music, they do good music, not just music. They do music, they do good music. And for the people they don't see flyers, for the people they don't see uh, the ad will put out, they already know who I'm talking about. I beg for those who did watch, una let me know if the volume is okay. Okay, I think see the volume be very, very okay. So if you go ahead and start the show, like I said earlier, it is going to be a very, very beautiful session. It's going to be a very, very beautiful segment. So much love for this artist, so much love for his talent, so much love for the person. We be one artist. He don't stay consistent for a very, very long time. Started so many years ago when he was really, really young. Yesterday for day they do it thing. Yesterday for day, they do wonderful music for us. Yesterday for day they do music. It inspire you. Music we will teach you how for love. It will guide you towards love and all of that. Today we'll talk about Mr. Elad. Mr. Elad name na so name we I want talk say hey na me I want to introduce you for now again today. Nope. So many of you guys already know him. So many of you already know Mr. Elad. Now one Cameroonian artist way besides his talent, his character, he stands out when it comes to I don't know if we ever get any scandal about Mr. Elad. Since he joined the industry. Yeah, more listen to Mr. Elad more and then we'll come back for well, for the few don't join on a share, on a share, on a share, on a share, on a share. More listen to Mr. Lila more. Girl, let me say what is going through my mind. Since I met you, everything on the day. I'm not afraid to take you down the eyes. My love for you is stronger than any gold. Girl, let me say what is going through my mind. Make you turn me to fool. For those who don't know, Mr. Ella now one of the very, very first songs in that way he be drop. I'm titled with a song Chakara. When this song, I remember the first time I heard this song, that was in Boya. I think that time the way, yeah, that for Boya. I think that time they man they go find admission for university for UB. Bro, I think that was a cyber cafe. Some guy be they play this song, like the bass, the melody, the like everything about the song was. I was just like, wow. And it was one of the biggest songs for Cameroon actually that time. And not just Cameroon, Africa, because I remember so many when he put out the song, so many people reached out, so many people wanted to do a remix of the song. Man, the song was huge. The song was really, really huge, and that is who Mr. Elad is. Like I said, super talented Cameroonian artist. We hear a lot from his self today. Um, on a share, on a share, on a share, on a share. At least we'll get to some number of people them and then we'll send invite for Mr. Elad me join. We'll talk about music. Uh, how I get to know Mr. Elad now? Not choosing an artist, now super artist, now very good artist. But I don't really get for know you like an artist. That's the reason why throughout the life, when I go continue for hear me talk about throughout the life, when I go hear continue for hear me talk about a character. When I go hear me continue for hear me talk about a character. How I got to know Mr. Elad actually so many years ago when I started using Facebook. You know how you dey just dey do your thing them, you dey share, you dey just be you, and you talk your thing and all of that. Mr. Ella can write me inbox. He asked me, say, man, are you a comedian? I said, no. He said, but do you know you have something about you that you can actually put out there and people will be very, very interested about? I was like, wow, it never ever appear for me saying, they said, no. He said, the way you write, the things you say, and all of that, like, now for those start stories, by the time the conversation will reach to some kind of level, all we discover say we'll be even broader than self. More listen for this is song with Cleogri, one of the songs about Mr. Ella. Every person like him, every person they go crazy about this song. The message for the song is wonderful. When I listen, fine, when I pay attention. One man no fit tie a bundle, put your shoulders right down, no the high for nothing. This life, everything you rotten. My brother, you save, na nothing. One man, no fit tie a bundle. Put your shoulders right down, no the high for nothing. This life, everything you rotten. My sister, you save, na nothing. So have you ever been to a funeral? You go realize, say, oh shot, what we really need is love. Have you ever been to a funeral? You go realize, say, life is so short. What we need is love. Salute. Life short, oh. Life short. Now my sister Mimi that don't go. What we need is love. What we need is love. Salute. 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 Hey. Salute. By the way, for those who they watch, I beg una tell we what una like about Mr. Ella. When I shared the message about having him on Toridey today, so many people reach out to me and they were like, "Oh, I like that guy. I like his music. I like it this. I like it that." Now, time for comments or let us know what you like the most about Mr. Elad. For comment section, una drop which one I like and the most about him. Una let us know a favorite song, your favorite Mr. Elad song. Tell me who you think say you want me Mr. Ella work with, or who you want to see Mr. Ella do a song with. Like I said earlier, Mr. Ella don't do a lot. Actually, na artists. When they say artists, na all around artism. It is sing, it is write, it is produce. Like he's doing a lot. And that is the reason why we're bringing him on Toridey. Hey, Cleoge, I like this part for this. Some more listeners, more. Then at the wrong battle. I always look for all my combi the Pia Baya. The one that wait and they even when man you are. Hey, my brother Bolingo say if ever write Mr. Elad's song na Chakara. My brother Chakara na hito. Chakara na very, very big song, very huge song. And then I don't think say now this Mr. Ella can tell a lot about this song because so one thing the way people never ever understand, we talk about Afro beats today, we talk about blah 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 blah. Chakara na one of that song the way they actually usher in Afro beats into the music domain for our generation. I don't know how to put them, but maybe Mr. Ella go explain and fine. Maybe I right, maybe I wrong. But then he go tell una. He says when he come, he go explain and for una. Listen to Chakara. But my final song will play again. You listen to Chakara, you listen to the beats, you listen to the melody, and then listen to it they call an Afro beats today. You tell me. Listen to this song. This song that came out. Hello, 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 my brother Louis. Hello, my brother Louis. Guys, let us share, let us share. Mr. Elad will join very soon. I don't see any link me join. When I listen this song, Chakara, listen this song very well, and then listen to the songs the way all these artists they play and today, where they call and say Afro beats. Listen to this song. This song came out when you never even hear about Afro beats. Afro beats no be the trend and all of that. This was the kind of song our brother Mr. Elad did. Listen to this song very well. My sister, my sweetheart, Salia, welcome. Una share abeg, una share for groups, una share for WhatsApp, una invite people. Yeah, Salia, you correct. When this song came out, it was big not only in Cameroon, it was big all over the world. It was big around the world to the extent where Iyanya actually reached out for do a remix or featuring of the song and all of that. And by that time, Iyanya was one of the biggest names in Nigeria. He actually did a remix for this song with my brother Elad. So that is how talented our guys are. That is how talented our people are. That is how talented our artists are. That is how talented our artists are. That is how talented our artists can be. Yep. So when I hear people, they make sometimes and some certain comparison, sometimes some I'm just like, yeah, pardon, send you link. I beg, just click that link, you join the live. Thank you. When I hear sometimes our art, some people they make some certain comparison with our artism and this and that and that and that. I just laugh like when I don't know it when I talk. When I don't know the goal way when I get them at hand. When I don't know the quality, the level for talent they will get them. Chakara na just one of the many songs where Mr. Ella get them. My place other song we did for EP. Title for that EP na picking for headmaster. I think you can give we if you can join tomorrow time, it will tell you why we title for that EP na picking for headmaster. Title for this song na remember we when I hear music. Diba no de, lumière no de, route no de, boulot no de. Diba no de, lumière no de, route no de. Where? Diba no de, lumière no de, route no de, boulot no de. Tes enfants pleurent tous les jours. Le changement, on attend toujours. Remember we, papa. Ouais. Remember we, papa. Oh, remember we, oh, papa. Ouais. Yeah, music. Oh Lord, oh remember we, oh, papa. Ouais. Oh God. Bro, you don't know if you know it today. You don't even know which way they do me when I listen to your songs, man. Sometimes they be, I don't know whether not the same thing with every other person, but sometimes they be for life where you want to cry, you want to pour out, you want to, but not in a really negative way, but then you just soak yourself inside that place where, bro, I go to your songs. I listen to the songs. I look at like it tells me, it remind me how I come out and how I did. Man, I'll carry the conversation, go for play with Noah Rich. But brother, welcome to Toridey.
Thank you for having me, bro.
Well, man, thank you very much for creating time for us. Man, it's going to be a beautiful session for sure. First of all, thank you for everything we do for our community, for the music, for be that person we once I put out a flyer today, once I told people we were going to be hanging out on a short notice though, Oma was like, oh, I like that guy, he do good music, get character. Oh, now one of the artists away, you never hear scandal, you never hear this, bro. We'll get for thank you because This is what we want. My brother Esprit demanded the watch. Thank every person with the watch. I beg una share Esprit Salia. Una share because we will get a chance, we get an opportunity to listen to our brother. And uh, we tie to this segment the journey. The journey not just about ye, but the journey of music. Because now one of that people they don't start doing music day time. They know a lot about the industry. So we will share a little bit with us today. Bo, I don't even
Oh,
know
well,
self, I don't even know self was start over excitement.
just start for any place where you want to start. Any place
Okay,
be
then
okay.
may you start now. Tell a little bit about Mr. Elad.
Mr. Elad, I Cameroonian, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
and a boy from Kumba
Wow.
Pikin,
Wow.
uh, Fiango, twisted
Tango.
Fiango. So yeah, Mr. Elad, born, bred Kumba, nothing special about Mr. Elad. Mr. Elad, after high school, Yaoundé, journalism, Siantu, then
Wow.
later I decided to pursue my dream, my career,
Wow.
music. Yeah. So basically, Mr. Elad,
Wow, pa.
music
Yep.
producer, sound engineer, uh, songwriter, yeah, choir director, Mr. Elad. Mr. Elad, I love
I have
a
a
lot of things.
feeling. I have a feeling this choir director thing. If because even for America, most of the biggest artists that we know, most of them pass through choir and all of that. Is it like something the way they teach you now for choir way now they transform on a just because choir and that play they help you start early?
A choir, they like the root. Well,
Yes,
there are actually two places, the choir and cabaret.
yes,
Most of the greatest artists that we don't always exist, we don't ever exist. They
yes.
get two background fundamentally. It's either from the church or you do cabaret, you do live music and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, those two they serve as like a background, like a stepping point for you for like you know, it is served like a route actually. Like you the
Yeah.
artist, you're a tree, and that place, church or the cabaret,
Mm-hmm.
where you do like they serve as a route. It keep you, when you listen to when I listen to people sing, I feel actually tell if this person has been doing music in church or this person has a background from live music in a cabaret or whatever. I can tell.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Wow. But you know the first time in that you ever meet up, you do
I
remember?
know. I know
No,
if you remember.
you know if you ever remember because for you it was just you doing you just reaching out to someone because you saw something in them. But for me, it was something else because at that moment, Chakara be actually they out there. Like it was one of the biggest
Okay.
songs, not only in Cameroon but around Africa and even some places in the world. And then
Mm.
all of a sudden, I had a message on Facebook. Say, Dima, how? I say, fine. Say, Dima, you be actor, you be comedian. I say, no. You say, but man, I dey read your thing the way the post time I dey read like you get something inside you, Dima. I say, hey. You say, now just say, I don't, if I remember, I will screenshot, I will find screenshot for that particular message.
Yeah.
Sure. You like try to talk me into, hey, I feel like there is something inside you. Go for it, man. Go for now. Would they mean that you get that conversation? So we can't realize, oh, our roots themselves, the even the link,
Actually, me.
yeah. And from that day, uh, we get me and you get out we get a confused relationship brother sometime okay fan and artist sometimes I
Hmm.
don't want to call myself blogger but I call myself promoter and artist sometimes they be and they
Yeah.
go really hard on you but the worst way you do you just can laugh say say
Yeah.
yeah
Not, but uh, at the end of the day, I always tell people
yeah
every other thing we do uh, for help the human race in
yeah
general, to
yeah
contribute one way. Nobody know to do anything out of bad intention per se.
yes
Now from perspective. So
wow
I always react to certain things like, well, you get the reason why you say what you talk. So
Mm-hmm.
what the most important thing now how me I react, and I not be react because of your perception
Yeah.
of
Wow.
whatsoever you're saying. I
Wow.
react how me I know myself and who I think and how I understand the situation we you talk about. So
Wow.
that's how I always react to whether negative or positive. I don't react to what whosoever is saying. I react to what I know the situation to be.
Bro. And that's a wonderful, like, I don't learn from people like you. You remember back in the days, hey, if someone says something or someone just put us on two, I don't jump one, criticize, I don't jump one.
Ah,
No. Now I don't learn for watch, I don't learn for listen, I don't learn for struggle, digest, and give yourself some time. You realize, say, if you give yourself more than 2, 3 hours, you realize, say, man, that thing not worth my time. But
you
back in
get
the
the point.
days, once some person, oh, you want go after, you want clap back and all of
Yeah,
that.
you
It
waste
make
energy.
you lose energy, and then sometimes if you even end up the regret why you be reply past even.
90,
Yep.
95% of the time, you always regret your reaction.
Yep, man.
5% of the time.
Bro, thank God for people who are on that. So take us back a little bit. Music. How did you get into music? When did you realize, okay, music is my thing? Oh, music, I can do music. Like, how did you get into music?
Well, I will not say that I got into music. I'll say that I was born into music.
Okay.
My mom is still a very good singer, choir leader, Presbyterian Church, Ndola
Ah,
Pisco, and so mom, she was always singing
yeah.
when she's in, in the church. So my elder sister, she sings also. Bibish, my elder brother,
Okay.
everybody, Apostle Franklin, he sings also. Like music, my elder brother, Mr. iPhone, Elad,
Yeah.
they used to call him Longa Longa back in the days. He was
Wow.
working with Brasserie du Cameroon, no publicity intended.
Yeah.
So, like music, I was born into it. It's not like I got into music. I grew
Mhm.
up with music, and then my dad was a music fan also. You know,
Wow.
he used to dance. May he so rest in peace. He was a good dancer. He loved music. My
Mhm.
uncle, who is of late also, Papa Sule, he was a singer, a very good tenor singer. So I
Wow.
was born into music. I didn't just grow up and then I started, loving music. I grew up with music. There was music in the house. Everybody was doing music. So it
Mm-hmm.
was more like I wanted to be like my elder brother, Mr. Ifon Elad. I wanted to be like my elder brother, Apostle Franklin, because he was already doing music by then.
Yeah.
So it was more like I wanted to be like these people that were already around me. I wanted to be like them. I realized I had it. So I was born into music practically. Like I was born into it.
Wow. Now, Pa, what do you
Yeah,
think
bro.
would be the difference between someone who, like you say, was born into music and somebody who maybe just grew up and then started doing music? I don't know how to put that. By the way, those who they watch, I beg, wanna share the video, wanna share the video. And today, we take questions. May every person ask a question where you get them from Mr. Elad. Personal question them. I mean, say that really
Mm.
personal one the way he go hard and say, hey, they don't hit me for some side. Yeah, tell me a little bit about the difference between person where you feel like he be born into music and somebody who maybe along the line he jump into music, because maybe that's small difference and will help you understand music better.
Well, for be honest, the difference not really matter that much. Whether you be born into music or you
Yes.
grow up and then love music, the difference between two people now how committed and how hardworking they be.
Wow.
Because no guarantee no day because you be born into music say you obviously end up being the best singer or the best music producer or the best performer. No
Mhm.
guarantee, no day. So the only difference is how committed
Wow.
the your commitment into the thing. Because I like I always like to use example like football because
Mhm.
I will play football. You too, you will be a very you be an excellent footballer. So I always like to use that example. People deal with the big
Una Yema
talented.
with the talk about the excellent footballer, my
Yeah,
superstar.
yeah, yeah. Wait, people can do it actually be born into it.
Yes.
Like when you take for example Ronaldo and Messi.
Yes.
I like that example. When you look at Messi, Messi be like this guy is talented. Like he's born with this thing.
Yeah.
When you look at Ronaldo, you know, say this man, a man where he walk.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So the
Yeah.
difference between being born into music and getting into music in your later years, not just say one person be committed, one person take and serious, while the other person just feel like, oh, okay, I already get the talent, I already be gifted, okay, everybody sings around me, so no big deal. But on the contrary, beside the fact say I be born into a family where music day,
Yeah.
I actually do work as an artist, as a singer, as a songwriter, as a pianist, as a producer,
Mm-hmm.
20 times harder than people where they just get into music few years back. I
Wow.
don't know if you get the point. Yeah,
No, I
actually
get the point.
put in more work, irrespective of the fact that I be born into a family where musicians, they singers, they
Yeah.
and actually work like person where actually get the gifts, be born with. I do
Wow.
that all the because I
And
realize that the only difference that now they work, not be the talent where you get, now they work.
and very true. And when you talk, now the reason why I dey ever tell people say, sorry me I come out. So many people they say, oh, Sako, you're talented, Sako, you. And know people who were more talented than 1 million times talented than me. But guess what? All that people in Zoom, they don't play reach half of the place where I play.
Yeah.
And that was how Toridey was birthed. As she don't this, I say, but why would it happen? I be know the man, I be know the man, I be know the man. Why today I
Mm-hmm.
not travel places and the people they need to do them? I realize say the work was the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
Your character,
Yeah.
information where we get and all of that. Now, the way I decided, you know what, man, start to read this, so I have to bring people like you, maybe they give you good
Mm.
information, they do one.
Uh,
So for person the way they get a talent, fine. For people they not get a talent, then my sister Salia, so we not get a talent for sing or for
he obviously be gifted in something else.
something. You see, I'm saying you just take what we talk, apply and for day. By the way, you don't ask you question, no, say, Mr. Ella, you married because you want shoot his shot.
That question, Palava, marry. Where? That be really important question. When I ask me serious question, ask me serious question. Not my private life. It's private.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I think in the come now from that place where I said me to ask you question, go shake you. Now,
No, but
something
that question is taking me because those are
yeah,
not really.
very true. Very, very true. Now, Pam,
Yeah,
um,
bro.
man, I'm excited. I'm really, really happy. I don't know what I'm gonna jump into your catalog and all of that. I know you've worked with so many people in the past and
Mm.
so many artists, so many super talented artists. One thing wey people don't even know now say on our generation are actually the golden generation because now that
Yeah.
generation
I
transition.
be actually the last of our bridge. I be actually the last.
Okay, so now that generation actually transition the music from that other people them to the
Mm.
one they will know and now and every now like now
Yeah.
build a foundation for these people them. How was it or how does it feel knowing okay anything what they enjoy now so for the I mean, before you want come on I be tell them about Chakara. The first time I listened
Okay.
to that song sounded like back then we didn't even know say Afrobeat exists and all of that. But then if I
Yeah.
listen to wait till they travel call an Afrobeat and the blah blah blah, I feel like the copy and from that song. So most
Everybody.
yeah, we'll start from that place for how does it feel knowing whatever we do now so for the industry. Now people like you help build that foundation.
Well, first of all, I know we'll just saying that people like me.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, give big up to Jovi and Jules.
Yep.
You know, because if not for Jovi or Jules,
Mm-hmm.
but I know for be, I know for be among those people we
Wow.
actually do the thing we, because now Jules be actually, see me for Kumba. Jules was like, okay, most of the things people they do now,
Mm-hmm.
especially in artists where they try to sing R&B on Afrobeat and stuff. I do those things back. I did those things back in 2008, 2009.
Mm-hmm.
And every time make it be like, I don't know, between you be sing that. I say, yeah. I say, I'm always an avant-gardist. I always do things, and it takes years for people to come and understand what I was
Mm-hmm.
doing. So, okay. So, now Jules and Jovi, you know, big up to them. Now they give me the opportunity to actually show my talent,
Yeah.
by joining Mumac back then, and I learned a lot from Jovi because back
Wow.
then Jovi just come out India,
Mm-hmm.
come. producer, sound engineer, and as a artist also. So I learned a lot from Jovi and I learned a lot from Jules.
Mm-hmm.
You know, them, not them, they give me that platform and give me the opportunity for not only start doing music like I always wanted to do, but believing in myself. Because the first time they gave me an artist, Museba, like, back in the days,
Yes.
I be talented. Everybody was like, yeah, everybody knew I was I'm a good singer, producer, whatsoever. But I nobody ever get the opportunity for show wait till I feel do.
Wow.
I don't know if you get the point. So now them give me the opportunity for she don't write song for somebody where the person no ever know me, the person never ever see me. The
Wow.
person one work with Jovi, then Jovi tell you say Jovi and Jude tell you say now person this way will write you the song. Say but the man I don't know this man because back then I don't release any song. I was just working in the background for artists and they just produce and go for studio do things for people.
Mm-hmm.
So they give me the opportunity for write Bum 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 for Mustaba back in the day.
Wow.
And when the song come out, it was like whoa,
Another huge
everybody,
song.
yeah. So big up to them. Now them give me the opportunity, to actually start doing the things what I actually love. So yeah, big up to them.
Wow.
And it feels good, but in Cameroon, funny thing about Cameroon, I say most people know you,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't acknowledge you, and it's very unfortunate because people when you die, they always expect when you die, that's when they start giving you your flowers.
Mm-hmm.
It's rather unfortunate, say no, not all over Cameroon, everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
but the thing that make me happy now the fact say the things what I don't actually do
Mm-hmm.
from the beginning, the day for day, where they speak for themselves. And
Yes.
we just put now one brick, on top the building, on top the house, trying to
Yes.
build an industry room. And I just be happy, say I get my own one brick, what I don't put, and as days they go by, I dey try for, add another brick and add another brick. That's all.
Wow. Wonderful answer. I didn't really expect anything less than that. Like I'll tell people something. Very few people get the character way some person like you get them. For me, for say, hey, you be one of that people that we, and then you realize say you even take like 80% of your time to answer that question. We talk about Jovi and Jules. When are two people in the industry they really be influential. They did a lot, like you did talk.
Mm.
So other man go to
They
be like,
still
yeah,
do stuff.
yeah, yeah. Now we be the first to do it. And you not only just say, hey, Jules and Jovi, they did this, but you actually go into for even explain what you they do. When are the thing
So,
that we want them around here?
so,
That is what we want around here. We want to have a community where people they acknowledge people that think they with that small role the way they play them. So as you talk, as
mhm.
you put that brick then small, it grow. My sister Salia, the
So,
vex, answer that question fine. Salia, like Mavis, tell you, the way you answer that question, I will technically tell you, you're never married, shoot your shot. Yeah. By the way, my brother SP demanded they ask you say, Mama, that was song. I think when you go release that song, what did happen with that song? Just answer it small before we continue.
well, my brother, that song there, I'll release it. It will be for album. It
Okay.
will be for album.
Boy,
It will be
maybe not
for
stay with
one
this thing.
album.
If you say go be for the EP.
No, no. If you look at the EP, the EP get a term and it get an environment, it get everything, it get a spirit behind. If you listen to the song, you get
Okay.
a direction.
Mm-hmm.
The EP be more. The EP be more about educating us,
Mm-hmm.
exhorting us,
Mm-hmm.
telling us those things that we already know, but we obviously shy away from.
Mm-hmm.
That's all about EP. My man appreciation. So
Yeah.
if you be inside the EP, if you listen to all the EP, you understand the direction.
Man, for people where they don't know what to talk about, Mama na one of the it will be one of the greatest songs them for Africa when you go drop them. It will be one of that songs the way Africa, everyone for Africa will run with. We'll get opportunity, say we'll get a small connection. So don't you listen the song since 5 years ago.
No be so.
My brother, they ever I just say, bro, give me the one. You just say, okay, just say that for me. And now the small, small
Sure,
girl is just that way.
sure, bro, sure.
I get that. Now, Mo, talk a little bit about your music. Tell us exactly what kind of music Mr. Elad is doing because I feel she don't really tell you say I understand or I know I dey lie you. The only thing I know I say now good music. Now music
Mm.
way I feel listening for play with my picking den day. I feel listening for any kind of side. I need the fear say, oh, maybe they go use some foul language or no. Now music where I feel tell some man I mean say, hey, uh request me some Cameroonian artists or some Cameroonian. I just say, hey, go for Mr. Ellen and yeah, but what is the kind of music you're doing?
Well, the kind of music I'm doing is basically now people use the term Afrobeat a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
you can put me under Afrobeat, but I always tell people I'm a musician.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, today I can do a mid-tempo Afrobeat song, and tomorrow I can do an piano song. What is important to me is the message I'm trying to get across.
Mm-hmm.
It's not reading that much, it's the message. I always focus on the message because I feel like uh, when you be a teacher uh, for primary school, you get to know a little bit of maths, a little bit of uh, geography, a little bit of history, a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of uh, you know home economics, a little bit of all of those things. And being a musician or a true artist,
Yes.
it be difficult to be put in a box because when you listen to all of the great artists, when they don't always exist, you can't really put them in a box except for Bob Marley. You say, oh, now reggae artist,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
But beside Bob Marley, most of the great artists who don't exist for our time, you know, if you put them in a box.
Wow.
For example, Two Face. Two Face will sing African Queen, and then the next day it is sing Ole, and then
Mm-hmm.
the next sing For Instance. So
Yeah.
globally, if you just say Afro, I'm an African from Cameroon, so you can
Mm-hmm.
call my music Afrobeat or whatsoever. But I do pop, I do classical music, I'm a piano, I do R&B.
Mm-hmm.
So, but in every kind of genre that I'm doing, every genre, I always make sure that there's that African thing in it. So
Yeah.
we can conclusively say I do Afrobeat.
Okay.
I do Afrobeat.
Wow. Now I want more listen this song. Man, more listen to music I beg.
Still I know. One hand no fit tie a bundle. Put your shoulders right down, no be high for nothing. This life, everything you rotten. My brother, you self, not nothing. One hand no fit tie a bundle. Put your shoulders right down, no be high for nothing.
Where?
This life, everything you rotten. My sister, you self, not nothing. Have you ever been to a funeral? Funeral. You will realize it. Life is so short. What we really need is love. Have you ever
Have
been
you ever
to a
been
funeral?
to
I say, pa.
Yeah,
Who
bro.
tell you the be? Who say your mindset the be when you should don't for write music the like this one? Would like tell me how it happen? How you the I don't know, you drink something, you the chop something, you go for sleep for some kind of place. Like how you the prepare or how you the do for come out with your project?
Uh, okay. Might take you back somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I don't always hide who I actually be to the world
Mm-hmm.
before now because I feel like I need to get to a stage where I'm mature enough, you know, like Jesus, before 12 years and every other stuff be hidden until we get to a certain age before
Mm-hmm.
from before 12 years, everything be hidden about you. I feel like I don't get to expose myself before now. But most of
Mm-hmm.
those songs that they actually come for me, right? Usually people there around me know more about like I sleep for night, I get songs, I wake up in the morning and the right answer, and I say my spirit be really connected to my soul and my body,
Mm-hmm.
my spirit,
Wow.
because everything what they do, everything, especially when it comes to being creative, everything what they create already exists in the universe. We just merely tap into some other realm, then bring them for the realm. You know, everything, even to what you dey do now, be don't already exist. You be don't already they do and before now. You just only walk into this present moment and then you start doing this the way you do.
Very
So most of these songs, it come from a place, and I believe also that because I get a dying urge for inspire people as a
wow.
person. Like most people always ask me, but bro, all this your talent and everything, you're still simple, you still act simple, and then I'll be like, wait, what do you expect me to do? You expect me to? I said, man, we might be in the same industry, but we don't have the same purpose. We don't have the same reason for doing this thing. The
Mm-hmm.
reason I'm doing it is because I want to inspire people. I want to really touch people's life. I need people to understand that okay, you can become something. You
Mm-hmm.
can you can be from Kokobuma. You can be born in
Yep.
Kokobuma and then you become a superstar. You can do anything you want to do. And I'm also trying to make people understand that life at the tail end is nothing. It don't really mean anything.
Very true.
Those things that people they shy away from. Just entertaining people. I always say this: entertaining people is good because we always need it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it's not all about entertaining people.
Oh.
Musicians get to actually be like teachers, you know, they get to be like, pastors, they need to be like imams and what have you, people with the educate the society, where they, you know, make people for know certain things, for give a balance with society. In as much as they're entertaining and dancing and people just dance to anything, I look at the environment, Cameroon in particular, and everything. I'll be like, okay, most people are shallow. Not saying it's a bad thing, but
Yeah.
that's who they are because they focus on the things that they want to focus on.
Focus on.
You
Yeah.
know, yes. So I decided to, okay, me knowing who I am already
Mm-hmm.
is the fact that there's a depth that I have. There are things that I know that I can't even tell people because
Mm-hmm.
most people will not understand. When people don't know things, they put name, they give me the
Mm-hmm.
name. So some things I can't even say here because most people will not understand. So I feel like I need for pass a message. I need for give strength to people. People will be weak, for be able for them for listen to my music and get strength. For people for be able to listen to my music and see life in another way.
Way.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I feel like because I get that mindset, my spirit they actually go to a place where I can get that information for give people.
Wow.
Yes, because of that mindset, my spirit be drawn towards that direction for get something deep to inspire people with. And the same goes with love. Like when I want to sing love, I be
Mm-hmm.
sincere with myself. I go to that sincere place where there is real love. I talk as it be. I need to go for that place where I love for can't see me after hour. Not be that one. I try
Mm-hmm.
to go to a sincere place where that real love and transfer the message like that. So
Mm-hmm. Wow.
yeah.
And we'll listen to one. I hope see our audience they understand what you're talking like how you get inspired with your song. I want to listen to one other song. We'll listen and
Okay.
just more and then um now you get to tell me the message for this song because I don't try for patch and as I realize it, ma just ask me that now we do for you.
Yeah. Diba no de, lumière no de, route no de, boulot no de. Diba no de, lumière no de, route no de. Diba no de, lumière no de, route no de, boulot no de. Tes enfants pleurent tous les jours, le changement on attend toujours. Remember we, papa. Remember we, remember we, Papa. Oh, remember we, oh, Papa. Where? Oh, remember we, oh, Papa. Oh, God. Oh, remember we, oh, Papa. I say, Pa.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, Massa. Yeah, music. Yeah, music. When I listen this song, I don't know whether I'd be extremely happy or I did for that place. But the song gets on team way, it's just different. Tell us about this song.
Well, remember we now one of those songs and we for people who know me, I'll be a thoughtful person.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I always think deeper than most people around me. They think like because I always know there are levels to this thing. Everything there are always deeper levels and deeper
Yes,
meaning to everything, even when we don't know that they exist.
very true.
So yeah. So remember when I one of those songs where I just sit down look Cameroon in general.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the Anglophone crisis and every other thing. Then now message will be directed to everybody with the opposition of power. It be directed to you. It be
You.
directed to me.
Yep.
It be directed to all we say. Whatever thing you do, try to see how you feel help the next person to
Question.
grow. If you're in a position of power, if you be a lawyer, you be a governor, you be a headmaster, you be a principal, you be
Taxi
governor, you
driver, we
be
be in a position of
director,
power.
taxi driver, you be bike rider, you be at any level,
Level.
your role now for help the next person we get anything. Not be get anything literal, but person where you need a
Mm-hmm.
help.
Yep.
So all these things put together now he inspire me for sing Mimba We because I look at Cameroon, I look at how everything be disorganized, especially the
Mm-hmm.
entertainment,
Yep.
these whatever thing.
Mm-hmm.
Really talented people inside, but
Mm-hmm.
nothing not be structured. Everybody just 90% of people they into showbiz are because of the love and because of the talent we they get.
Yes.
You understand? So if now in terms of structure and every other thing, most people for not leave
Wow.
the showbiz business. You know, thank God things only change now. So I look at this situation, Cameroon, the political situation, while living standard,
Mm-hmm.
everything, and how life did. Then I ask myself how I feel to pass this message across, how I feel make everybody understand. Say, as you dey chop, some person day way.
He dey hungry.
He just find out only water for drink. No, he never reach for level for
Where?
chop. He knows say no see chop.
Yep.
He knows say no get chop. He knows say chop no day. He didn't have a level where he just calculate say maybe some man fit give you water set, make you
Where?
drink. You understand? So
Yep.
those things have actually influenced me for right member way. I talk directly to the government, talk to every other person, to the pastors, to everybody, to my neighbors, to everybody with the opposition of power. Say, member we. And then I try to elaborate and I think on the second verse where I say,
Mm-hmm.
hungry day, all man want for chop. That one I actually talk directly to the Anglophone crisis. Say, hungry
Mm-hmm.
day, all man for chop. War on a business. Me and you know say war on a business. Most people don't know anyway.
Yep.
It's sad. But war on a business. And I actually talk say hungry day, all man want for chop. So
Ma play that placement. Ma play that placement for you, and then you elaborate on.
okay.
Oh, me baby, yo, papa. Yeah. Nipa no de, lumière no de, tant toujours. Oh, me baby, yo, papa. Oh, hungry day, I'm a one for chop. But if you make beam, so na gongo pass. Hungry day, so I'm a go act. Yeah. How you fit dance when nobody cry? Hungry day, so I'm a one for chop.
Remember me when
When you sleep for nights. Remember we when you sleep for night.
Oh God.
Remember we.
Oh God. I did laugh, but like you feel happy, but then the message, the hit
yeah,
was a bit like
yeah.
actually
That was the
playing
point.
a role am I
That
actually like
was
you talk? Am I actually doing what I'm supposed to be doing to make sure the next
that's
person is comfy?
that's yeah. That's the point. That's the point. You know, so remember we for each and every one of us. When I say hungry
Mhm.
day, we know the reality for Cameroon,
Yep.
we know the reality for Africa, we know the reality for the world at large.
Wow.
You know, few people, enjoy everything while the masses they just feed on the
Hmm.
crumbs. That the reality, that unfortunately for the world. So that message, I actually talk to the government, to everybody, like, okay, hungry day.
Hmm.
Like when I say hungry, it's not literally hunger.
Yeah.
I'm saying everybody is trying to succeed.
So
Every
yeah.
man want get better life per
Yep.
se. Man want get a life, peaceful life, be able to take care for themselves, their family, before their time out, because this thing
Hmm.
get time out.
Yep.
So like hungry they all man for chop. But if you talk, nobody be allowed for talk. Like
Look.
for Cameroon, they say there is freedom of speech, but there's no freedom after speech. You know, so
Okay.
nobody, if you talk certain things because when you talk, a gun go pass.
Hmm.
When I say gun go pass, it's not literally they will shoot you or
You
stuff.
should, yeah.
It means you
Yep.
have a problem.
They get worse way for break you down.
Yeah, to break you down.
Yep.
And I say how you feel the chop way, how you feel the dance when nobody cry. I'm
Yeah.
literally saying, okay, people they enjoy their life.
Hmm.
For the other side of Cameroon, people, everybody they enjoy, everybody live a life.
Hmm.
Not be every some they actually, be worried about the things we go on, we go on.
Hmm.
But my question I say, how you feel the dance when everybody cry, the man?
Hmm.
How you just be okay? How you just take everything normal when you know very well, say, fire the burn for the next man? How you feel even sleep for night? So the message, like when you sleep for night, remember me. Remember me is not remembering me, Elad.
Hmm.
No. Remember, think about those people.
Yeah.
Notice like for another parallel universe, you will be for that position.
Very true.
And you expect some other people to think about you. You
Very.
ask yourself, say, why me at the suffer? Why these guns? Why the burning? Why all these things? So remember we now whether you get when you listen to the song, you get the impression, say, now a mixed emotion. It's sad, happy, but the message is it didn't knock you for some place.
Very true.
Because
Very true.
actually all of these things together. And
Boss,
that's the
you,
message.
you, you you talked something while you answered that question. You talked about the talented ones for our community. We need to really see them. And then not only when I say our community, this time I need to talk not only about Cameroon, self, Africa. We'll get the likes of you, the likes of Asha, the like the people then we because some person like even Jovi, I don't feel like he don't actually hit the place we get for hit with his talent and everything. So would he actually see how the people the way they really get the thing where we feel okay now art is this they're not there for sorry they get for day but then the people the
Mm.
way and no I would discredit them all but then the people that will feel
No,
it, they just do them like two a day joke thing the way not really it
no.
entertain we but for the long run it will really impact our generation positively we're not really sure and other people then they go around and they actually be considered wait if you say they happen why that one they happen all over especially around Africa.
Well, I believe say now the era, now the time, now the age.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately for we,
Mm-hmm.
we live in an era where people no be thoughtful.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, people be there's too much entertainment, too much distraction going on, and people not really like to think. No
Yeah.
man, the next person, your neighbor will tell you, bro, I get too many problems to start to think about. Man, after I come on my bolo, I want your dreaming move. I
Mm-hmm.
want just jam my music. I don't want go. I don't want to think. I don't get time for the thing. So I believe that now the time, like now the time, but the time too, it go get the effect way in the long run,
Mm-hmm.
it go basically degrade the society, and we already see what it happen
Very
because
true.
they destroy the next generation and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, that's the reality in Africa and even the world at large.
Mm-hmm.
So it is so now because people they over be inclined to shallow things, you know, entertainment, things that way don't really mean anything. People
Wow.
don't like anything way be deep. People don't like them. And why that people don't even like to study too much to want to understand certain things because they feel like, man, no, I don't get time for that one.
Anytime.
People live na two way. I just go my work, I can't host, I go my work, I can't enjoy my life. I work, I enjoy, So not the time, not the era, not the generation, unfortunately. And most people wait, they get debt for whatever thing they do.
Mhm.
Uh, Society return for look them, keep them far because you do like you people they actually make money from this distraction. A lot of money.
Mhm.
Like people from saying nothing, people they actually make money from making the youth feel like you have to go half naked,
Mhm.
uh, become somebody. It's
Mhm.
like it's an attention seeking era.
Mhm.
So anything where if you make you, grab attention, even for 5 minutes,
Mhm.
people are willing to do anything. And it's just the era. Unfortunately, for the talented or the more gifted or the people who they get brains and they get depth,
Mhm.
they actually need for work harder because of the era. Because all these things what they do will actually pay tomorrow. The
Very
next
true.
is the next generation will pay because when you look at them, they actually be completely empty.
Wow.
Imagine the generation after them, how it will be.
How it will be.
Yeah.
At this point in time, what would be your advice? What do you think our people need to start doing?
We
Listening
need to
more.
get a balance.
Mm-hmm.
We need to try to get a balance. The fans or the promoters or every other person or any stakeholder therefore understand say in as much as money is the driving force or is the goal or is the end game or whatever we call it,
Mm-hmm.
we get to understand say we get a role for build a society. How you will feel, you
Mm-hmm.
brother, if your picking, tomorrow will be completely empty. The only thing where they like nah, just for listening to music, drink, smoke shisha. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm
Yeah.
not condemning it. If
Mm-hmm.
the only thing where they do now for drink, smoke shisha, do funny things, but they no fit help, they no fit do anything to contribute to this society because this society, this world will come meet them. People they don't sacrifice a lot.
Definitely.
No matter for some few people for build the society. Now everybody,
Body.
it's like the African culture, a village in a village grow picking.
That's true.
Everybody get a contribution.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, people make sure say we balance the dose. The fun and the education, we got to balance them. In
Mm-hmm.
as much as we like to be entertained, but we got to balance them too with the education.
Wow.
Make people dance, then we educate them at the same time.
Damn.
But I get the impression say the entertaining people, it don't take away the fact that we actually need to be educated too.
Mm-hmm.
We got to learn to get a balance. Unfortunately, the entertainment thing now it is strive more. So
Yep.
most everybody just switch and just you know go that way. I don't feel judge them.
Oh
That's the
God.
life.
Mr. Elad, songwriter, producer. You don't tell us a little bit about that, especially you working with Jovi Museba. Any other names in there or any other? Because I know you write songs, right? For even other artists.
Yeah, I write songs for
Tell us a little bit about just some few names that we don't work with for industry and
yeah.
how the working
Ambe
relationship.
Ambe Blanche Bailey, Mimi,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Neno,
Mm-hmm.
a lot. Rainy, a lot. Maga, uh, they did plenty. I know
Mm-hmm.
people
Yeah.
uh, call their names all. But the thing I say, I need to do those. If I would be a person who I do those things because I seek recognition, I will make everybody know.
Mm-hmm.
But I do those things because I always see myself like somebody where they get a lot for give
Mm-hmm.
for society where people don't decide for be empty.
Wow.
They decide because they actually feel themselves. Everybody decide for be empty.
Mm-hmm.
So I always feel like I get a lot for give. So I always put myself in a position where when I give, I don't expect anything. I need to think about, no, I just do it because I know I have it. It's like, you have it, so you don't go anywhere to go look for it. It's in you. So I just give them, I give them. Hopefully, it's still there. And
Mm-hmm.
every day I just give. But most artists, and they will most work as just engineer, mix their songs and master their songs for them. They produce with, other producers and just send me. their projects for Gmail. I
Mm-hmm.
mix and master and then others they actually send the beat, come meet me, want me for write, help them with the songwriting,
Mm-hmm.
or they actually call me for studio for help them with the recording. They don't already produce their artists, don't write their song, and
Mm-hmm.
they want me to basically help direct them. And for me, I see I'm like a pleasure
Mm-hmm.
for still actually feel like I fit do those things.
Yeah.
So I need to look at the other way around. I need to feel like, oh, I bad. No, I not bad. I not bad. I dey look and like, okay, I
Now
feel actually help
time
this
to serve.
person. Yes, I feel actually help this person do this thing. So that's what I look at. There are many artists, gospel artists also, many of them, many.
Okay. Oh God. My brother is the pump now fire and fire and fire. Sky is
Please,
the
already.
word. Easy. Welcome. Smarty at you. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome, bro. Please, I bet on a travel share, we'll get more people. We'll get some few more minutes to Mr. Elad. And I beg people that they get questions for ask him. Maybe ask the question too. If he touch him. Now, who say you think say that industry they at this moment? Because when I be actually don't build some foundation for you, who say if you say the industry they now, and who say you think they could be in 20 years?
Oh, the industry don't grow.
Yeah.
They don't grow. And anything where they grow, they continue to grow
Mm-hmm.
until it gets to until people actually they feel like we don't reach the point where we not fit grow. And anytime when you get to a level where you feel like you don't need anything, you don't start die. So I
Mm-hmm.
believe it will continuously grow. It don't actually grow if you look back 212, 210, 209,
Yeah.
and then fast forward to now, it don't grow a lot. In terms of Cameroonian, you know, listening to Cameroonian music, loving what Cameroonian artists are doing, supporting Cameroonian artists in
Mm-hmm.
terms of even the paycheck that the artists are receiving and every other stuff, in terms of the sound quality,
Mm-hmm.
everything, in terms of looks, fashion, artists and every other stuff, you don't actually grow a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
would they on a right path? Would the industry they grow? And trust me, in the next 5, 10 years, we go get somewhere because 5 years ago will not be deep play would be, and 10 years ago will not actually deep place would be. So it would it grow? Will they on a positive, on a positive lane? Would it grow? So yeah,
Do you feel like right now any challenges the industry dey face some challenges, and if yes, what do you think say we fit do for, because at the end of the day no one with 1,000 years before things dey happen. We fit do them in 5 years, then we'll do them.
every industry always get challenges. Every industry, every industry. Now, how people handle the challenges, now they make difference between
Mm-hmm.
Cameroon and Tanzania or Ghana and Nigeria. Every industry get the challenges. You know, ever go. The
Mm-hmm.
challenges will always, it will always be there. It will always be, it will always. But I feel like one of the challenges and things we'll fit do now say we'll get for start look Cameroon as part of the world and not
Mm-hmm.
Cameroon. It means we get to try to do more of our entertainment, music, movies, and every other thing in the world
Mm-hmm.
because the world is a global market. I get
Mm-hmm.
the impression say most countries they don't get into Afrobeat and everything. It's like a movement.
Mm-hmm.
That we see they like okay, people they want play Champions League or they
Mm-hmm.
struggle for for CCC fee. I don't know if you get the point.
I get that, bro.
Yeah, talent the way they play for the CCC fee, but I feel like everybody don't move on
Mm-hmm.
to Champions League level. And one of the things the way the whole we well feel to me, I feel like the whole way back and say we got to study the trends. We got to be humble enough for talk say, okay, this is what is happening. Let's get on this train. Let's do this thing. I feel like if we
Smart.
do that, most
Yeah.
of those challenges will disappear.
Smart is say me you sign new. Say go blow before 2035.
The talented person where most people need understanding. You get my point. Most people need understanding. Now, actually, a talented person, the person where I never ever tell you what they tell you, but now person way he really be gifted. If he actually do music, but most of the time he do let's say na fun.
Yeah. Yep.
He do let's say no
Yes,
sure,
the
let's
one
say the
song
one
we
time.
put out on time. I listened to the song, I was like,
Yeah,
wow. And then he just stop
I
it.
really- yeah, he do like he make a like one try him, like he want do I know one do him. But he get forget. I know one of these days, one of these he go get to a point where he go actually do him for real. Because
Oh,
if you don't get to that point, you always be like he do one like that. You want try him, you don't want try him, you want try him. And talking about me signing, I need sign artists, bro. I just help artists. If I need to write you song, I write you song. If I need to
yeah.
produce you song, okay, produce you song.
Yeah, I think that is one thing. At first, you don't just bring them because some people will be like, "Oh, why Mr. Elad need sign people? Oh, why the man? Why the even me? I used
Yeah,
to like, oh, you get for sign person, you get for sign person." But then we
yeah. People
forget
they
it. It's not
the
just
same
about
thing.
signing them; it's actually about doing what you can do to make sure their career advance.
Yeah,
You know, necessarily mean most people that even sign safe. The whole idea now for make money from the artist. You see, I mean,
but
some person that you would think and that way, you probably just be like, you know what, I get my to have it contribute and with the person in life. That is what I would do. Guys, please continue for share the video and please ask questions. Smarty the talk, thank you for which we just come over talk. More listen to one other song and then you tell me what you think about that song. I don't know if I want to really talk against it, which inspire the song. More listen that song and then I'll ask you the question I will ask you.
okay.
Kaya as I dey sing when I dey sing this song, I the one sing myself past you.
Nebo helep nebo. No matter what you do, man just still do
Man, just
this.
Hey,
Nebo helep nebo. Things they no easy.
Oh God.
He don't worry you.
oh,
Nebo helep nebo.
Where?
Nebo helep nebo. Nebo helep.
never.
You say?
Are you here?
Yeah.
Pick up, bro.
Time flies, I realize we need one another. One another. Mr. Big Man, money fine, but you know go better yourself. Oh,
Where?
as time flies, I realize say we need one another. One another. Mr. Big Man, money fine. No be only you get for trouble. Yeah. Poverty
Ma?
everywhere.
So person
Yeah,
say
bro.
me you sing that part, that first verse of that song. Say the one year a cappella.
Never.
Uh-huh.
The matter what you man just still look play. Uh-huh. Never. Things them no easy, oh. You
Yo.
don't worry, oh. As time flies, I realize we need one another. One another. Mr. Big Man, money fine. But you know go bury yourself, oh yeah.
Ah,
See, as time flies, I realize say we need one another. One another. Mr. Big Man, money fine. No be only you get for chop, oh yeah. Poverty everywhere, every day. My people die.
you
You
know
know,
easy.
easy. Oh.
You
You
know so
see, united
yeah.
we stand,
You know,
divided we fall. So you did.
when I dey sing this song, right? You need for hear
Yeah.
me. I know me start to sing a pass you. I know say a bad pass you like
No be so.
that's how the sing I say I go put my own small mix. That's what I go feel myself.
Confirm. You know, you get right. Now the reason that any man get for do one for your own way. Enjoy.
See, like I did
Yeah.
enter inside a song and someone is just saying, bro, oh, man, I don't know how to put them. By the way, some people don't just listen to the song like the song, say one follow the artist, man. Una never even hear Mr. Elad. Una never even listen Mr. Elad. Like when me and him talk sometimes, when I listen to the projects that he's working on, I'm like, God. And then the thing about you way I the struggle for learn now how patient and Now, like how patient and consistent you don't always be. Like, person never put you pressure or put out mama. Person never put you pressure or say, oh no, oh man, they do the one, me do the one too now. Oh no, you did let you get a map where you don't understand her very well, and you just
Mm.
follow them. Tell us a little bit about why it be very, very important for know you, stick to you, and continue do you.
You see, first of all, each and every one of us will be unique
Yes.
from birth. And what that no two fingerprints are the same. People tend to forget about that a lot. Even among 2 billion people, everybody get own fingerprint. Means that all we did different. And the reason why we all there, every man get a specific role, get something for Adam.
Yes.
Get your role, I get my role.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately for this age and this generation, we want be like
Mm-hmm.
everybody want be everybody. But when you be yourself, you will actually leave a print on this earth when you be your original self.
Mm-hmm.
And now most people they take time for know who they be. People just want follow, want do things where they see and they happen. I know people blame them because it get a lot of variables why people they the way they did.
Mm-hmm.
We I don't know why, but it
Mm-hmm.
get why people did the way they be and everybody want just follow. But it be good and it be paramount for be yourself
Mm-hmm.
because when you be yourself, you the only do things when not only you fit do 'em. And one of the reasons why you there for here now for do only the things where you be called for do.
Do.
So people the way they pass their time for be like somebody and do something else. Meanwhile, their original self and their purpose and everything where they get for do,
Mm-hmm.
they know they do.
Right.
And you feel only be patient, you feel only be consistent, you feel only follow your roadmap when you know who you be and you know what you do and you know why you did for you. So
Wow.
it be important for be yourself.
Wow.
People always tell me, they always tell me, you be patient, you be this. And I tell them, I'll be patient and every other stuff because I know who I be.
Mm-hmm.
You know if you tell me who I be, no.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nobody. You know if you tell me, whether church or anywhere, nobody know if you tell me who I be. If you tell me who I be, you dey lie. You dey
Mm-hmm.
tell me as much about me, but don't know who I be. Now
Mm-hmm.
just a part way about me, no be me that. Me, I know who I be. And so the
Wow.
most important thing is to know who you be and
E.
to know who side you dey go. And to know what it takes to get to who side you dey go.
Go.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, most people know they don't know those things. People just
Wow.
be about, okay, what is happening? Let me jump on this. Okay, wait to the trend. Let me do this. It's also good, now part of life, but
Mm-hmm.
it be too shallow because leave any mark and every other stuff. And me, I be a firm believer. I say we'll day for a year for actually leave a mark.
Mm-hmm.
We no can yes, we passengers we pass. There will be passengers we get for leave one name for our seat them. Everybody for his seat for the car.
Wow. You don't just talk about some song. I think we'll play them small, and then you tell we.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey.
Everybody get a life to live. Live your own and just believe.
I can't say that too.
Will be, we
Yep.
shall it be. Yeah, yeah.
One
One man
man,
meets
another
another
man
man poison.
poison.
Not so the world it did. After all, we rest in peace.
Yeah.
Nobody hold
Nobody holy, nobody holy, not that will
Yeah.
Nobody
Nobody
hold.
hold
Nobody
me.
holy,
Nobody hold.
nobody holy, pass the brother oh.
We all be the
Passengers
passengers.
with the pasta
The
pass.
pastor pass oh.
Passengers.
They
We
make
all
it
may
be simple, right? Passengers.
Yep,
Now,
passengers.
the next thing I want to ask you, boss. Your working relationship at the moment, with that
Yeah.
people them way because okay, this one now I know maybe some people will misinterpret or the why interpret in their own kind of way. Now that one
People always get their so you
yeah,
know if you change it.
yeah. But me, I strongly believe say you get the talent, you get the body of work, you get everything. You just need a so small support for actually represent we the way we want me to represent we. But I feel like the support is not coming, not only from the people who will give a call them fans, but even from the people that we don't work with, we don't know them for a very, very long time. If I want call names, I don't know the Jovis, the Jews, the Magasco, all those guys from back in the days. You don't call people they don't produce and the Musebas, the Blanche, and all these guys, the Cleo Grace. Ma put the question anyway. Do you think you're having actually getting enough support from these guys every time you put out a project? Because for me, no. Wait till you think.
Well, you rightly said no because you see you did when I release project you see wait till they up. But again, I no go want for make me look like uh they are not. It's because they are not supporting whatever.
Mm-hmm.
No be so. I get my way I look like basically be different from most people.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the real support
Mm-hmm.
an artist like me would
Mm-hmm.
give like my own need. Nah, more not be more of these names that we send them do
Mm-hmm.
whatsoever. Now more of having a backbone. I don't always be person to do everything by itself, by
Mm-hmm.
myself.
Okay.
You understand? And because of the fact that I get people to come around me for one work with me and be like, read the energy and look at their ideas and where they think we are going to, and then it doesn't really work at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
No talent for my level,
Mm-hmm.
no one by himself. Like you need, there's always a machinery. There's always a machine behind.
Mm-hmm.
There's always, and I think people get to a level where it's unfortunate, but they supporting with everybody they support.
Mm-hmm.
They just follow people. Trust me, all these people in name and my people, and my brother, and my sister, and my people.
Mm-hmm.
When I talk about people, but I feel like there is a click, there is something. When that thing happened,
Mm-hmm.
everybody will align. I don't feel like judging them or feel like they didn't do enough or they're not supporting me. I don't ever look at it.
Mm-hmm.
I've
Mm-hmm.
never. Like when I released my project, I did like passed away. He get two members for a church,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
He did tell them the truth because it'd be okay for the fact that they tell those two members the truth rather than tell them say you are rich, you are this, you are that, you are that. Oh, wait, no, what? No, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like even if 30,000 people don't listen to my project in the space of 6 months, if 10 people get to listen to, or 30 people, or 100 people listen to,
Mm-hmm.
it affects them directly.
Mm-hmm.
More like I have real fans from my music. I mean, real fans.
That's true.
Most people don't have real fans.
Mm-hmm.
They have fans, but they don't have real fans. Because I do live show and invite people, and real people come and pay real money. You understand? When I launch my EP, people come. The venue be not be venue for everybody for enter. Being a venue now for special people and it flop and every people. So I believe said the click go happen when it go happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like I first made a statement. I did work me one. Maybe to a certain level, my talent and my wit they scare most people because I get talk to people. By the time they start talking with me, they realize, well, okay, this man is not just some singer or music producer. This
Mm-hmm.
man actually know a lot. Actually, me I feel say that thing there for help people, for
Mm-hmm.
bring them close and work
Closer.
with me. But
People they feel threatened.
yeah, most of the time, like when somebody approach, they want to work with me. Okay, they are producer, whatever, they're executive producer, and then we start talk. I start asking real questions like, where are we going to? What's the plan? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and realize that they don't get no plan. They just get some their small money for bank way.
Mm-hmm.
They want you to do song, do video, then pray say pass for trace or
Mm-hmm.
pray say pass for side. You know,
Oppressive passport already.
pray say pass for Toridey. Yes, where Nobody actually, nobody they rap that for taken.
Yes.
The rap they get media, you get online,
Mm-hmm.
you get books, you get TV, you get like road day for follow am,
Yeah.
for get to a certain place. And again, I believe say that clip never take place because I never be with the right people.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I take my time. I
Yes.
take my time. I take my time. Be like, I don't hurry. We ain't go no place. People they get it wrong. I got into this industry. I was young. I be right for Sydney. Where Sydney just win Africa Star.
Star.
Yeah, writing the whole album. So I
Wow.
be small. So I don't grow now inside the industry. Somehow I feel like, man, I have a whole life to do this thing,
Mm-hmm.
irrespective of where the people think or how they look at it.
Mm-hmm.
But I know the right time, the right thing. Somebody will say, no, there's no right time. Do it now. But I'm doing it now, hoping
Mm-hmm.
that the right thing will connect, the right people will connect, and what is supposed to happen will happen at the right time.
Well, we don't talk about what you don't do for people them songs and project where you don't do for other people them. More takes more time talk about you. I know you get, if I'm not mistaken, the only thing you don't put out now an EP. You never ever put out an album.
No, no,
You
no, no.
you get this many years of many, like you don't already be for this thing long enough. We
Definitely.
surely will first start call you grandpas more time. Tell us a little bit about some of the projects that we you don't work on from Chakara or even before Chakara till the EP.
My personal project.
Yeah, your personal projects. So you're just your personal projects. Like maybe if you outline them the way the first song we put out. I don't know if Chakara was the first, but
Chakara, now the first official single.
mm-hmm,
Chakara, then followed by the remix I did with Nyanya.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, then I think after that, Paddy Yamo San Ledo,
mm-hmm,
Yamo, and then Give Me That. Then I work with Links also. We did Ashia, some
mm-hmm,
other song. Give Me That. After Give Me That, For My Head.
mm-hmm,
For My Head, yeah, we can do the video. Shout out to Ken. And then I think after For My Head, I did a special.
mm-hmm,
Shall we just come out? I think last year.
mm-hmm.
This special. So, songs and day, but I feel like I know if you just release songs like my Born Con for Street.
Mm-hmm.
The sense say at least minimum promotion.
Mm-hmm.
I have to do that. So at a certain point in time, I feel like okay, I'll be a producer, I'll be a songwriter, I'll be a sound engineer. It means I produce, I write, and then I mix my songs.
Mm-hmm.
And they are there, the songs and they. Now, to say somebody would say, bro, no, they keep with those things of a hard drive.
Mm-hmm.
Release them, release them. But you know, release them. What's the plan? What's the plan? You need for area where you need for market. You need for market your project. You need for release and what's the plan? Yes, I feel release a single every 1 month
Mm-hmm.
from now to the next 6 years. Every month, every month I feel do one. Every month, one song, one song. From now to the next, I mean 6 years later.
Mm-hmm.
But what is the plan? I want to touch the world. I want to touch a greater audience. So how do I do that? Can I really do that alone? Can I really do that with the little resources that I have? Can I really do that in spite of me being gifted and talented? Can I really do that?
Wow. Okay, more
So those
listen.
are that's
Yeah,
something that most people don't know, but you know,
more listen this song and watch this video, and I'll tell you which I think that will be watch this listen this particular song and watch this particular video.
mm,
Well, baby, give me that jump. Give me that jump. I'm feeling some type of way with that. Baby, give me that. Oh, yeah, shitty, give me that jump. Baby, give me that jump. I'm feeling some type of way with that jump. Shitty, give me that jump. Oh, baby, give me that jump. Give me that. I'm feeling some type of way with that. Give me that.
Okay,
Oh,
I feel
give me
say
that jump.
Have you said that small part? Don't watch out for the video. It did
Hmm.
a lot for me for when I watched it. When I now the song was okay, but then the
Hmm.
video I was like, okay, what is happening with Mr. Elad? Like, I'll need lie you. Like, I was like, okay, what is happening with Mr. Elad? Like, is this the person I know? Is he just trying to like? You tell we wait till they happen. Was you just a trial session or wait till it happen? You know what I mean? I don't need for like
Yeah,
explain.
I guess now one of those things where okay, and one of the things in that way they happen when you work with people where they don't understand your artistic direction,
Yes.
and then they basically be out for say granite,
Mm-hmm.
1 cup, the buy am for 25, one sell am for 50, make gain and every other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So now PMAD records we actually do that.
Mm-hmm.
So one of those songs and we actually did that song when Tanwa Bide Upadu,
Mm-hmm.
Franco he then produced
Yeah.
Padu. Yeah, the guy who did Corolla Petit stuff. So actually did that song when Abide we wave one more work as be under a level. But that's the vision, that's where they were going. They wanted us to try that thing. And
Mm-hmm.
Abide at a place where like, okay, what do I have to lose?
Oh.
Let me just try it. Because one funny thing and one thing about me, I feel move from the spectrum
Mm-hmm.
easy when it comes to music.
Mm-hmm.
My friend in those days they call me Eric Kelly. I feel move from give me that. I just go
Mm-hmm.
straight to we give you glory and every other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's I easily switch like that. So
Mm-hmm.
even at one of those songs and way Pima Records, that time they
Mm-hmm.
listened to and everybody was like, yeah, Bomo, do just people know you be talented. But people think they feel like people get impression. Say, I be too serious. I'm doing serious music and everything else. I said no, it's not about serious music. It's about being who I am,
Yeah.
being myself. I said no, bro, not they just will do this thing and the video that was Adam's representation of my song because when I say give me that feeling some type of way, it's like dancing when you're in the club with somebody, whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
everybody can roll. When the director listens to the song, he tell you wait, you get to bring her out. And you the artist now one of the disadvantages is that way you work with a label and then you don't really get a say like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why artists don't even really want to join label. They just want to be a partnership. Okay, you have the finance, you have everything. Okay, we'll work, but it's not like you are doing everything. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? I have my team. They do everything. You come with your resources and we work. But being a one of those songs and way, yeah, we say okay, we'll try this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Even this thing, how the Yamos only do.
Yeah,
See
party,
that?
yeah. Yeah, that was another one also. But that one be
Yeah,
even
and
better
that
some
one,
more.
yeah, because that one be there. So because Padu,
Mm-hmm.
Padu, na a responsible man, a businessman,
Mm-hmm.
everything, and I be get to say, be like, okay, I don't like, some obscene sin. They may not be there. I don't like
Mm-hmm.
nudity. I don't want nudity today. People fit dance with woman and not be naked.
Yeah.
They won't necessarily be naked. And
Yep.
Padu was okay with everything. So yeah.
My brother Lobe don't ask some question. Question Mr. Elad, what's your advice to a debuting artist on how to approach the business?
How to approach the business. Music business, the main product now, the music.
Mm-hmm.
Figure out the music, then every other thing will fall in place. Figure out the music, figure out your sound, figure out which you want actually do. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I believe so for age where every artist needs to understand the business before getting into. No excuse, no day now. People just say, I dey sing, I don't know how to post my songs on TikTok. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know how to write on my Facebook page, or I don't know how to share my songs, or those basic things. I believe say everybody gets for
Mm-hmm.
know before getting into the business. Then if you have the resources also, it be good for people market your songs or your projects. But do the learn, get some background stuff about the music business, how to go about it before you get into it.
Wow. More
And no, say
listen.
no be grand business, no be business where you put 100 today, get 2,000 the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
More listen this song some more.
Every day for my head. Now you there for my
Hey, I
I
carry
carry
you.
you for my head.
Hey,
Now you there for
Now
my
you did it from my head.
every day for my
Now you did it from my head.
now
Now
you
you
there
did it
for my
from
head. Girl, I carry you for my head. Now
take
you
it
there
from
for my
my
head.
head, oh,
Every day for
from
my
my head,
head.
oh.
Now you there for my head. Baby girl, ce soir on va s'envoler. Ouais, je suis le
Je
pitcher.
vais juste te coller. Hey,
Sans interdit, tout te permis.
que
Girl,
ce soir-là, hey.
baby girl, ce soir on
Baby,
va
this is
s'envoler.
what
Ouais, moi je suis le
I want
pitcher.
to
Je
do.
te
To
connais.
call it.
Sans interdit, tout te permis. Girl, ce soir-là.
For people that don't know, how many that small part for that song. How many songs you I don't think if I should say sample or you reference because here on va coller Girls Ce Soirée là, which was a popular song also like that now
Yeah.
sampling that, right?
Not be actually sampling. You know if you call that sampling, now just reference.
Okay, you know me, yeah, referencing.
Yes.
You
Ce
do that,
soir là.
yeah,
Na pour na men to say poco.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
You do that
Then
a lot in your
Colin
songs and yeah.
Colin is a reference to Franco.
Mm-hmm.
Now reference, yeah, to
Wow.
Franco.
Bro,
So je vais juste couper.
what is the tomorrow for Mr. Elad? We already knock 1 hour 30 minutes. I don't want to take too much of your time. What is the tomorrow for Mr. Elad?
The tomorrow for Mr. Elad is obviously in the hands of God, nature, whatever name people want to put them to it.
Mm-hmm.
The tomorrow of Mr. Elad actually be promising. It be it be bright and a lot of good music. A lot of music.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Elad, the one thing with Mr. Elad actually need as a person right now
Mm-hmm.
is the right people with the right energy to work with.
Okay.
Because I always use my spirit of discernment for work with people. It doesn't matter how wealthy, when you come around, if I don't feel it, will not feel one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jovi and Juice Nya, you're giving a woo for the next day to read the hangout.
Jules,
Okay. When I don't
I'll
hear
give you Jules. Because Jovi right now, Mirage and every other thing,
oh Lord, man, I don't even know how
back him,
my
can
brother.
practically be like a dad and every other stuff, like a
I
brother
don't
and father.
cry. I don't cry the whole yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't cry the whole yesterday. For those who don't know, we lost someone who
Yeah.
was very supportive, who was I know I even talk about a relationship for industry, my personal relationship with Yi. She was a friend, she was my gossip partner. He first of all, I first Jovi fan. And then he call me say I be Stanley Eno hidden fan. I did like Stanley Eno, but I need one. So me and you will go coach for inbox, we go but na person I don't know if for more than I dey talk so I dey feel like my cry. I didn't lie you. Now one of that moment they be man fit make mistake ask some kind of question where God go say, wow, Sakuna, you ask that question. But you know easy. I dey talk about La Mirage. For those who I don't know.
That's life, bro. We pass na pass.
I really
I don't
would.
know how many situations it will take for we to understand. Say, this game will play am so would really just pass and pass. Just enjoy it as much as possible. And then, you know, do good, never help neighbor, help one another. We'll do it for whole hand.
I like Mirage that
Yeah.
young, very beautiful, very humble woman. Very, very supportive. Very, very supportive. Very, very so
All
like all the philanthropic work she did and all of this, and then she ends up like like it's crazy.
yeah.
Well, Mr. Ella don't promise we say the next person who will get them for here could be na Jules. Um, it means say go work on and then me and I will communicate and we'll back. Anything the way you want to talk for your people at this point in time.
Well, I want to thank you for, you know, for the opportunity for this platform. I know take them for granted. You understand? So, and then I want to thank everybody also. Those the way they support me, those the way they support me, those the way they get the impression say I be too difficult. Those the way you know, they don't like me. In general, I want to thank everybody because everybody get a role to play. So, and I want also encourage you now, my fans, well wishers, so follow me on social media and then listen to my EP. I get the impression say Cameroonians they never really, most people never listen to my EP. Just check on the EP,
Mm-hmm.
digest the EP. It's free on most of the platforms. Just digest the EP. Picking for Headmaster. You know, so learn for support. If the highest way most fans of it support, now to subscribe to our channels and then follow us, comment, share stuff. I want to thank everybody. Thank uh, my brother, Esprit. Esprit, na a brother. We always, he always there with me in thick and in, thin. Always present. When I say always, I mean the word like in always present. So appreciate everybody, my family, everybody, my friends. Appreciate everybody. You in particular. Appreciate Julia. Appreciate Julie for everything. Appreciate Smarty. I appreciate everybody. Appreciate them. So
I beg, appreciate Salia Aqua before you can beat me after the
I
life.
appreciate Ali. I appreciate. I don't think about. I don't get the name. So now what
Okay.
I say on appreciate because I think the name. Sally, I appreciate you for being on here. Appreciate you very much. Appreciate my grandson, Bibish, Tiana Bibish.
My
You know,
boss.
yeah, appreciate everybody. And I promise, fire the can, fire the
Wow.
can, fire the can, and you will be more than impressed.
Bobby
Trust
say,
me.
what about me? Oh, if one call my name for your Bobby, will no end.
Everybody, Babi, everybody, thank you
God,
guys.
and guys, the EP he was talking about, picking for Headmaster. Oh, when I see say
Yeah,
it did not so now for boom play. Like he
no
said,
boom
all the songs they for almost free. Just go
for
there,
free.
listen to, share with people. These are the kind of music I tell people every now and then. Now the kind of music then this way, I need to even hesitate. Someone say, hey, Cameroonian music or Cameroonian album or Cameroonian. I just say, hey, check out this person, or I just send the link. When I go check
Yeah,
out the boom play, just type Mr. Elad picking for Headmaster and listen to these songs. I don't just play na two songs for year and everyone is like, oh mama me, oh mama. No, he
I
get
will
like
definitely put
all.
them on YouTube also. I'll put them on YouTube in the long run.
Okay, you know I see put out YouTube, right?
No.
Yeah, I think you put out for there also more people go. Why people get
Yeah,
that
I'll put them.
on a
Put on
laziness
YouTube.
now with you for the go find thing the outside.
Yeah,
They already be then comfortable with YouTube
going to
and
YouTube. Yeah,
yeah.
I'll put
Bro, thank you very, very much. More listen this
thank you.
song while we probably sign out for today. Now the song the way all man says all man your brother SP say no, no not the one. Sorry. I know the song I want them. That is yeah. Now the one this way. Yeah, but I say Nike human. But thank you very much for today, man. Thank you very, very much.
For having me. I appreciate.
Had ever be sincere, had ever be honest. You big pass the platform 1 million times. You coming on here was a way of telling me, my brother, I like what you're doing. My brother, I will continue for support you. My brother, continue
I
for
deal with
doing
you.
it too, because not just a small contribution that way each person get for the do for build the
Yeah.
industry 1 billion. Man,
So,
thank you very, very much and enjoy your day. I beg, let me know what you and Jules wanna conclude.
okay, bro. I'll get back to you.
Okay,
Thanks for having me.
no, thank you, bro.
All right. Bro.
Girl, let me say what is going through my mind. Since I met you, everything on me changed. I'm not afraid. Looking on the eyes. My love for you is stronger than any drug. Girl, let me say what is going through my
Yep. Thank you guys
mind.
very, very much for today. Please don't forget for share the video. Don't forget for continue comment. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think we did good. Let us know what you think we can do better. For better the segment the way they come. Let us know which artists you want on here. Let us know who you want to have the conversation with. We'll just try to do our own small video for continue grow the industry, for continue help our community, for continue build our community. Like Mr. Elad talk, not only that small patches of work we do, now I go get we for where we really need to be. Thank everyone we don't do watch Salia. If I answer call him now, I don't go in. I beg, and I don't forget for share. Boss Bibish, I beg, I will text you now, so we'll get for find time. Maybe now you. I don't know whether now when I'll come California or but yeah. So guys, when I don't forget for go follow Mr. Elad for YouTube, Mr. Elad, not be Mr. as in MR, no, Mr. as in MISTER, and then Elad ELAD. I think when I look that video, the video where they play now. Let me see. Okay, now I name that for the name that Mr. Elad. Mr. Elad. Just go check it out for YouTube, listen to his songs, and then besides YouTube, if you go for other streaming platforms, then like Boomplay, like SoundCloud, like Spotify, like all the places where they put music, just go listen to his songs there. And while you listen, don't forget to share with someone. We are building a community. It takes you and me. It takes you and me supporting each other. It takes you and me looking out for each other. It takes you and me bringing our resources together and doing what we are supposed to be doing to make things better for us. It will take with time. It will slow, but definitely, if all we think towards the same direction, we'll definitely get there. Thank you now for today. Yeah. How do we end this? Boss Bibish, what are you telling me? Journalism skills. So thank you very much for today, man. It was a beautiful session. It was a beautiful session. If you not learn, now you know me. I actually learned a lot, and it was not just me learning. I got entertained, and it was just fun. So what do I get out for today?